Hello students, good morning. This is your exercise solution discussion for a first chapter, Introduction to Object Oriented Principle. And so students, first section of your exercise is fill in the blanks. And now students, you have to fill the appropriate words within a blanks for given statement. And let's see how you do it. Your first question is an act of using essential features without including background details is called data abstraction. And next question is in an object oriented programming the stress is given on data values. And third is wrapping of data and function together as a single unit is called encapsulation. And next is an object has a unique identity through which it may differ with some characteristics and behavior. And next question is the objects may communicate with each other through function. And next question is in POP the global data are loosely attached to the function. And next is the process by which a class acquires the property of another class is known as inheritance. And next question is in object oriented programming using a function for many purposes is termed as polymorphism. And next section of your exercise is state whether the given statement are true or false. So student, you have to mark true for the correct statement and marked false for the incorrect statement. Let's see how will you do. These types of question is for your first statement is a process according to which a class acquires the characteristics from another class is encapsulation. Student, this statement is incorrect just because of this is the concept of inheritance. So students, you have to mark false for this statement. And next statement is procedure oriented programming. Program stress on data. Students, this statement is incorrect just because of procedure oriented program stress on function, not data. So students, you have to mark here false also. And next statement is C++ is also object oriented programming language. Yes students, this statement is correct. Next statement is an object is identified by its characteristics. This statement students correct, so you have to mark true for this statement. And next, the function is a set of objects that share common state and behavior. Student, this statement is incorrect just because of class is a set of objects that share common state and behavior, not function. So student, you have to mark false for this statement. And next, encapsulation keeps data safe from outside interference. This statement absolutely correct students, so you have to mark for this statement. And next section of your exercise is answers the following questions. Let's see. Your first question is what is meant by object oriented programming? So students, you can see here object oriented programming is a concept of objects which can contain data and function, and data in the form of fields known as attributes or properties of an object, and function in the form of procedure of a known as methods. And next is what are the elements of object oriented programming? And the object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. And next is list of the features of object oriented programming. There are three major features in object oriented programming. First is one, encapsulation. Encapsulation ensures the good code modularity which keeps routines separate and less prone to conflict with each other. And next concept is inheritance. Inheritance ensures good code reusability. Just because of the superclass, the properties of superclass are inherited, are used by the subclass. It means the programming, less programming is required. It is a step is added at the bottom of hierarchy. Only the processing and data associated with that unique step needs to be added. And next is polymorphism. Polymorphism ensures function versatility. It means that a function can be used for multiple purposes. And next question is, in what ways objects oriented programming is different from procedure oriented programming language? So students, let's see. In procedure oriented programming, the stress is given on the function rather than data, and in object oriented programming, the stress is given on the data rather than functions. The next is, procedure oriented programming allows the data to flow freely throughout the program, and object oriented programming, in object oriented programming, the stress is restricted, the data is restricted to be used in a specific program. And next is POP. It means procedure oriented programming follows the top down programming approach, and object oriented program follows the bottom up programming approach. Next question is, name any two object oriented programming principles. So students, you can tell any two object oriented programming principles: data abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, and encapsulation. And next question is, name any two object oriented language and procedure oriented language. Now, object oriented programming language: Java, Python, PHP, C++. And next is basic, COBOL, Fortran, and C. Next question is, which object oriented programming principle implements function overloading? So students, polymorphism implements function overloading. Next question is, define the following term. Encapsulation with an example. Encapsulation in Java is a process of wrapping code and data together into a single unit. For example, here a file is created named as student.java, and here this statement represents a COM package is created, and the my pack is a sub package of COM package, and a class is created named as student, and a data member is created name that is private accessible, and another method, get name and set name, that are used to uh, get the value of the data members, and set name method is used to set the values of data members. And get name and set name functions are publicly declared. It means that can be used outside the package also, and outside the class also. And here another class is created named as test, in which a main method is declared, and a statement and an object named as s is created, that is student type, and a set name method is called by using this object, and a data member is set to the busy. And here system.out.println, this is a output statement. So the output will be busy here. And the next section of this question is data abstraction with an example. Data abstraction in Java is a process of providing only essential details to the outside world and hiding the internal details. And here example is a, a class is created named as bike that is abstract type. If a class is declared as abstract, and that means it cannot be instantiated. And within an abstract class, abstract method and the non-abstract method may be are may be declared. So here abstract method is declared named as run, and here another class Honda is created that inherit the bike class. And in abstract class, the definition of the function is not be uh, implemented, so the run method is defined within the Honda class. A main method is also created, and here a object is created uh, named as obj, right student, for the Honda class. So after the execution of this program, the output will be running safely. And now students, next question is explain the inheritance with a suitable example. Inheritance in Java is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behavior of a parent object. And here inheritance example, here a class is created, employee, and a data member, salary and bonus is created. And here another class, programmer, is created that inherit the class employee. And a main method is created, and a object for the programmer class P is created, and these data members, salary and bonus, are called by these statement by this object. And the output will be this program is programmer's salary is 40,000 and bonus of any programmer is 10,000. So students, output is mentioned here for this program. And next question is what is meant by polymorphism? Explained with an example. Polymorphism in Java is a concept by which a function can be used for multiple purposes. And here polymorphism example is a class bike is created and a run method is defined also, and another class is created, splendor, that inherit the bike class. And here a run method is defined in another way and for another purpose. And a main method is created, and here a object is created by for the splendor class, but this is assigned to the reference of bike class. So the method will be execute of splendor class, not the bike class. So output will be this program is run safely with 60 km. So students, this is all about your exercise discussion of the first chapter.